Well, good afternoon and welcome to another edition of Litter Media Live. I'm Dan Ramey and it is Thursday, May 28th, as we get ready to kind of close out the month of May. And that's going to bring some changes to us for our traffic. We'll explain coming up in just a bit. We had a conversation earlier today with the Ohio Department of Transportation to get an update on the construction going on in Chillicothe and around Chillicothe as well. So we've got that for you on the show today, plus some street closings that are going to be taking place as well. So details are coming up in just a moment. But first, we want to take a look at our forecast to let you know how to prepare for the rest of the day and into the weekend. It's looking nice. Sunshine is back in the forecast, running into next week as well after all that rain we've had. High temperatures will be in the mid-70s and lows around 50 degrees. And this is going to go right into early June. So that's great news for those of us that have been doing what we can to get through all the rain and the wet. And we're going to have some drying ground now. And if you've been waiting to get that garden out, you'll be able to have that garden out. And it will look nice thanks to all the rain that we've been getting across the Scioto Valley. All right, coming up in a moment, we'll take a look at news that you can use. Stick close for that. That is just around the corner on the way next.
Dixie Chopper. Speed when you need it.
Visit your local Dixie Chopper dealer today or visit DixieChopper.com.
Each week, we'll announce the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And in December, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Nominate any amateur athlete by visiting littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. You'll also see the players we've named throughout the year. Make your nomination today for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
I'm a busy woman, and I'm not ready to slow down.
Tiffany's hip pain was interfering with her career and active lifestyle until she came to the Adina Orthopedic and Spine Institute.
Dr. Meshbach told me about same-day surgery. I said, I want it now, and I wanted it yesterday.
After a successful procedure, Tiffany was home the very same day and on her way back to enjoying the community she calls home. At Adina, we do what we love, so you can too.
Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today.
Kingston National Bank was founded in 1909 by local businessmen. The concept of a local bank supporting our community's financial needs with local decisions made sense. This is Phil Evans, President and CEO of Kingston National Bank. I invite you to make KNB your bank. We continue to make local decisions that benefit our communities. Experience innovative products and excellent customer service. When you need us most, you can count on KNB. Our community, your bank. Kingston National Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity.
News that you can use. We told you that you will find that available on our website. Just go to littermedia.com. And of course, while you're there, if you've ever wondered how to find us, certainly in different areas that we have, different platforms, YouTube, our Spotify, our Facebook. Of course, if you're watching Facebook right now, you're already there. But Litter Media X and more. It's all in the upper right-hand corner at littermedia.com. All right, beginning Monday, the next phase of construction on Yoctangee Parkway in Chillicothe will completely shut down the road between Chestnut and Arch Streets through September. Also being closed temporarily is the entrance on the south side of Yoctangee Park from Water Street. Now, the closure for this is just a temporary closure. That's to allow installation of a gas line. Work should be done by next Thursday. Motorists still wanting to make it into Yoctangee Park, you can use the new entrance over there on Mulberry Street. It takes you right through that construction that they just finished up here a couple of weeks ago, and it's been open for a few days now. Just remember, the signs have changed up things, and it's a four-way stop now. You just can't motor your way through like you used to. Motorists can again enter the park from the Mulberry Street entrance. Note that Water Street will already be closed this weekend for the Gus Macker basketball tournament. More details on that in just a bit. Earlier today, we visited with the Ohio Department of Transportation's Michaela Bruning from District Number 9 and statewide Press Secretary Matt Bruning for an update on the construction occurring locally, which will include paving of US 23 and 35 following the prep work that was done last summer.
Starting tomorrow, they will begin doing the resurfacing on the 23 and 35 or the Chillicothe bypass. They'll start work. So last year we were able to do from State Route 207 down to the 23 and 159 or Bridge Street interchange. So that section has been resurfaced. This year they're going to work on from that interchange down to the southern end where 23 and 35 split. So we have to resurface all of that. We are lucky enough to be able to do all day work with this project. So we should be able to wrap it up by July. But they will begin tomorrow milling certain sections of the roadway, and then we'll get it resurfaced and wrap that project up.
Mm-hmm. We like hearing that.
Yeah.
Nothing like driving on fresh pavement.
Mm-hmm. It'll be nice.
Yeah, and it'll be striped. I know there's been a lot of people complain about the striping's really hard to see, especially when it's raining and at night. But of course, all the striping that's out there now is temporary. This will get what we call a thermoplastic. It's a very, very thick and easy to see stripe. And of course you'll have the newly black pavement with that white striping will contrast quite nicely. And then they'll put the reflectors in there as well. And so that issue will be addressed with this issue.
You'll find the interview in our Reels section of our Facebook page and later on Litter Media YouTube. You'll be able to find it there in its entirety as well. Chillicothe's Donald M. Smith Memorial Pool opens today. Admission is $6 for ages 3 and older. Children 2 and under are admitted for free. It was closed due to the showers we were having yesterday, just making it miserable even to think about going swimming in that rain. But the pool is open from noon until 6, Monday through Saturday, and Sundays from 1 until 6 p.m. The Pike County General Health District is hosting a summer health and safety fair tomorrow. I had a wonderful image to share with you, and apparently I forgot to put it in here. Sun and water safety, also health habits, first aid, plus more. And the folks from Put a Lid on It will be handing out free bike helmets to kids who participate in the program. They stipulate Pike County residents only, so keep that in mind. Well, not long ago, we had a walkthrough of Lancaster High School, which will be open next season. Speaking of late August, early September for the next school year. Retiring Superintendent Nathan Hell guided us on this tour. His successor has been named for the new Lancaster City Schools, and he's a familiar name and a familiar face to the school system. He is Steve Spangler, who was the Director of Secondary Education from 2021 through 24. He also served as an associate principal at Lancaster High School. He'll assume the duties of superintendent on January 1st of 2027. If you'd like to see that video that we had of the school walkthrough, you can find that now on our YouTube channel. Just search Litter Media, and it'll take you right to it. The Southern Ohio Forest Rally is June 11th through the 13th, not too far away, and the spectator guides are ready for viewing and downloading today. You'll find the link on their website, southernohioforestrally.com/watch. News from race director Jeremiah Johnson this week that World Rally Championship stakeholders are visiting Southern Ohio the week of the rally to conduct a site survey of the proposed Rally USA World Rally Championship event. That could be some big news for us here in Southern Ohio, and definitely for the Southern Ohio Forest Rally. As mentioned earlier, Gus Macker is on Water Street this Saturday and Sunday. They'll be working to lay out the courts over the next 24 to 48 hours. They should have much better weather to put it together than they had last year. It was a challenge last year between the rainstorms and everything, but the weather is much better. So watch for the road closure signs. I believe they begin this afternoon, if I'm not mistaken. And this will be taking place on Water Street right there at Paint and Water for the Gus Macker basketball tournament. All right, coming up here shortly, we will get you caught up to date with sports. That's just around the corner, so get ready for that. Also, this date in history is just around the corner as well. But first, I want to tell you about Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor. When it comes to being comfortable in your home or your place of work, you need Accurate on the scene, and they are on target for your needs. They always have been for almost 50 years now. You want to learn more about Accurate and their services and service territory? Simply click on this ad anywhere you see it on our website. That's littermedia.com. And it will take you right to their website, AccurateHVAC.com.
I was looking for a first job. I had been babysitting and decided it was something for a little more permanent. It pays very well. It's convenient. You can make your own schedule with the flexibility. That's something that I like. The people that I work with are great. I wouldn't ask for a better crew or management team to work for.
It's the details that make the difference between good enough and simply the best. At Skag Power Equipment, the difference is in designing lawnmowers with your convenience and comfort in mind. At Skag, we believe that quality and substance matter, and that you'll appreciate the attention to detail and craftsmanship we put into every single product. Thick steel and heavy-duty components provide you with unmatched reliability and performance. Skag, simply the best.
Hometown Motors Incorporated, 818 Eastern Avenue in Chillicothe.
The Pike County Career and Technology Center provides hands-on, skilled trades training with engaging curriculums and endless possibilities. From automotive technology, carpentry, business management, to culinary arts and interactive media. From electricity, welding, HVAC, engineering, and medical technology, to pre-nursing, basic food service, and public safety. We're preparing our youth for America's workforce through today's technology. To learn more about Pike County CTC, visit pikectc.org.
At Tomlinson Insurance, we've been protecting families, farms, and businesses since 1853. From auto, home, farm, life, or health, we tailor coverage that fits your world with multiple carriers to meet your insurance needs. Real people, real service, local agents who can answer the phone and care when it matters most. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call or stop by today.
Introducing the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. We want to put your pet in the spotlight. Pets with paws to pets with fins. If they gallop, crawl, or slither, play fetch, or simply curl up and snuggle. Send us a photo of your pet and we'll announce a new pet each week. And one pet will be crowned Pet of the Year. To nominate your pet, visit littermedia.com. Click on Pet of the Week. Tell us about your pet and be sure to include a photo. Watch Litter Media Live each Thursday for the announcement of the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. No purchase necessary. Contest applications must be from Ohio residents and at least 18 years old.
And don't forget that coming up in just a bit, we will introduce you to this week's Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. But first, we want to introduce you to Circleville's new girls basketball coach, and that is Brett Jones. Brett, as the Tigers' new head coach for girls basketball, he's spent the last 5 seasons leading the Vikings program in Vinton County. He served as an assistant the previous 6 seasons under Rob Bentley, who he succeeded at Vinton County, and was 59-56 as a head coach for the Vikings. Congratulations to the Tigers on getting their new head basketball coach, who has everybody back on the roster except for one graduating senior last year. Our Haynes Total Healthcare Center High School scoreboard is available for you at littermedia.com. Liberty Union has advanced to the Elite Eight in softball with a 5-1 win over Archbold yesterday in the Division 5 Regional. They'll face Johnstown for a trip to the Final Four. Now, several games were moved to today to avoid the showers yesterday. Among today's games, Bloom Carroll at Bern Union, Lancaster playing up at Olentangy. Piketon is over in Cincinnati area at Indians Hills High School. Gallia Academy is at Philo High School. Wheelersburg, Meigs, Portsmouth Notre Dame, and Sims Valley are all playing at Ohio University today. And Lucasville Valley and Eastern Pike also in action today. In baseball, Watterson and Bloom Carroll picked up wins yesterday despite the rains and will play for a D3 district championship over at Lancaster's Beavers Field tomorrow at 2 p.m. The rain showers yesterday setting up 4 games at Ohio University's Bob Wren Stadium today. Jackson faces Athens at 12 p.m., followed by Hillsborough and Warren at 2 p.m., Then St. Trace and Ironton follow at 4, and Memphis and Wellston will play at 6. Now, of course, these are all rolling starts, and we'll see how it plays out, because if these games go into extra innings, that'll shoot back the starting time for some of these other games. Games also at Logan High School and at Tays Valley High School today. You'll find the game schedule at littermedia.com on our Haynes Total Healthcare Center High School scoreboard. Track and field continues this weekend. Southeastern High School hosting the D5 regional meet today and Saturday. They'll finish up with the D6 stuff they had going on yesterday tomorrow. A good number of schools competing at Muskingum University today and Saturday, and Chillicothe, Hillsborough, and Miami Trace were all performing at Troy yesterday, and the running events and finals will be held tomorrow up at Troy. The Chillicothe Paints in action last night, actually yesterday morning. It started at 11 o'clock, 16-3. The offense came alive, walloping the Mill Rats on getaway day. Now tonight they will host their home opener, and that includes the Kokomo team that will also finish up with fireworks after the game. Gates open up at 6:05 this evening. That first pitch at 7:05 as the Paints have their home opener tonight. They go into the home opener at 1-1. The Reds came up short yesterday in their bout with the New York Mets, 4-2 the final. They're off tonight and will open up a series with the Atlanta Braves tomorrow night in Cincinnati. The big announcement in Cleveland yesterday was Cleveland native and Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce became an investor in the team, paying back in his hometown area, putting those big NFL bucks to use, no doubt. And to cap it off, the Guards got a win yesterday, beating Washington 3-2. They are off today like the Reds are, and will open up a weekend set with the Red Sox in Cleveland tomorrow. All right, that's a look at sports for you. Coming up in just a moment, our pet of the week and this date in history. It's all just around the corner here on Litter Media Live. Nearly 100 years of serving propane users in southern and central Ohio. Reliable supply, reliable service, reliable people. That's Litter Quality Propane. Coming up, a look at sports next.
Tecumseh. Fascinating. Captivating. Mesmerizing. Tecumseh.
Life. It can get on top of you quickly, can't it? But with 211, it only takes one step to get connected to the help you need. 211 is always available to help. So get in touch today.
The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365 days a year. 988. Save the number. Save a life. To learn more about the Bean Foundation, click on this ad on littermedia.com.
All right, before we get to this date in history and our national days, we want to take a look at this week's Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. If you have a nomination to send to us, send it to littermedia@gmail.com. Tell us a little bit about your pet and also include a photo. This week's Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week, meet Figaro. Owner Jen Ebright says Figaro is 8 years old, loves long naps and chasing treats. His favorite foods are strawberries, apples, bacon, and breakfast pastries. He's very affectionate when it's on his terms, and he loves to greet his family when they come home each day. Figaro, this week's Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. And again, if you have a pet you would like to nominate, please do so. Send that nomination in to littermedia@gmail.com. One lucky pet is going to be Pet of the Year, will receive a trophy as well as receiving the prize from Petland as well. Now, if you missed all of what we did last year, you can find the 2025 Pet of the Year on our website, littermedia.com. Just go and you'll see where it says Petland Pet of the Week. Click on that, and you'll be able to see all of the pets we've had each week for 2026 so far. So if you've got a nomination to tell us about, please do so. This date in history takes us back to 1788. Something called the Federalist Papers were published in book form. This was a collection of 77 essays that had been written in 1787 through 88. This was in defense of this new thing called the U.S. Constitution, written by statesmen John Jay, James Madison, and Alexander Hamilton. This date in history, the Federalist Papers. Our national days for today: Beef Burger Day. The folks at McDonald's will be happy to have you stop by today. Brisket Day. If you've got a place you like to get brisket, make sure you celebrate. And it's also, to go along with Beef Burger Day, it's Hamburger Day here in America. That's it for the program on this Thursday. I have a special duty tomorrow. I'll be helping out with the Handy Capable Kitchen. This will be taking place tomorrow. I don't know if we're shooting it and recording it or if it's live. If it's live, it could be interesting with me in a kitchen. But appreciate the folks at Pioneer Center for reaching out and asking me to do this. We were supposed to do it in March. I had my health issues in March, and just the calendar was completely packed. We were unable to do it. So it's this week. So tomorrow, that's where I'll be. Our Aaron Glandon will be back in studio with another edition of Litter Media Live for you tomorrow. So until then, enjoy the rest of your weekend. I will see you soon on Litter Media Live.